Hello, my name is 27 and welcome to a new game for the channel. And welcome to Scavenger SV-4. It's a game about, well, pushing the limits as far as you can in order to try and unlock as much as you can. Because in this game, our objective is, I'll just get this going and generate stuff. We're on an alien planet that is highly radioactive, trying to get as much things as possible off of it before, well, the radiation gets to us. Clara McDermott. Sure. Okay, great. In game. Punch it, Chewie. Ship shards have no record for the world below. And here we are, in game. We have a guitar. One of the random things. Everything will be different sometimes, and what looks like a picture of the space station over Jupiter, and in the right there you can see the planet in the background. Let's find out about our aboard ISC-284 Alter. It's about in the elbow of nowhere when the proximity alarm goes off. Big frickin' rock right where there's no reason for it to be. Not in the first, there it is. Oh, it's just a big chunk, but there's a bunch of gravel around it. Toward the starboard wing, all up to hell. Had to break it to stop an atmospheric leak in the cargo airlock. Went back to check it out. Not a hint of anything worth the fuel cost to drag it back. Figured. Guys, back in nowhere, it cost me $4 grand that I can't really spare. No luck might be changing, so the general studio, I think it might be worth a fair bit. 3,900 to Rolls Noise. Figures always adds up to nothing. Back to Novigrad today, I'm tired of scratching out at a hole full of crap that sells for barely more credits than what I spend stripping and hauling it. It really hit me. We got an unusable crowd, some of them gaunt looks. Nobody here is having better luck than me. Been doing this for 7 years now. I met an old timer who's been doing it for 27. All that got him was tired and broken. I head for the rim. Based out of Archeon for a while. It's gotta be better than this. This is Archeon, huh? The faces are different. Everything else is the same. I heard talk of a big comet passing through. Big parabolic orbit. Brings it by once every 60,000 years. I'm gonna check it out. What is this thing? So yeah, heavy isotope scanner picks up something in the cometry head that's a gamma ray emitter. Point source, basically, tiny. First I'm thinking it's a slug of uranium or something. That's worth a trip. Launched a rover to dig it out. It wasn't uranium. It was some kind of machine, or was. It crashed into the comet head, melted deep into the ice, and has been riding around for a long, long time. I don't think it was made by any human. It's too... Now think this through. This thing has got to be worth money. Lots of money. I could sell it. 100 grand? 200 grand? Money like that, I could be doing alright. Fix the altar up, do a couple of upgrades, and keep doing the same endless drudgery. Just a little better off. Then I get a better idea. Go to Comet's orbit. Here you can tell me exactly how long ago the machine hit it, based on the isotopes made from the uranium radiation soaking into the ice, tracing back along the comet orbit to that point. Time gives me a point in space where the collision happened. I can get a real good fix on the angle, velocity of the impact, based on the slope of the crater and how it melted into the ice. Trace back to that point in space, along the vector of the velocity, I can't account for gravity, and I should hit the point of origin, right? Wherever this thing came from. This machine lights up the isotope detector like a beacon. It's easy to spot if you know what you're looking for. You can get remotely close to anything else like it. I'll spot it by radiation signature. I could be the first one there. Circuit claim was something I like that. And I never have to pick through asteroids again. The plot trajectory looks like it points at a star system about 6 months out, past the rim. Based on the maps, I think it's unvisited. Might pay off, or might bankrupt me. I'd rather do it than spend my life wandering. What happened if I had? I arrived at a planet that I think is the origin. It lights up the isotope detector the same way. Radioactive as hell. Not overcast, don't think it ever lifts, layers of cloud over solid clouds. Hiding who knows what. Gonna make this fast. Stay in high orbit, send the rover down, and see what I can recover. Yep, that's our character. And all those backstories are randomly generated. And the spacecraft actually rotates a little bit in order to prevent it being baked by the sun. Makes sense. In here, we have our science lab. which is for obviously science, because we get things off the surface. And I'll leave the door closed there because I'm not sure exactly how radiation works, but I think it may help, but you never know. Launch the rover. If we look outside, see little doors opening up, and now comes the rover. And that will actually burn retrograde towards the planet and towards the landing spot, which I believe the map that you actually do the exploring on through the rover is procedurally generated, but I'm not certain. It may be the same, it just spawns you in different spots. Or it could be completely procedurally generated, like most of this game. It is re-entering. 43 seconds. That's plenty enough time to go look around. And here's Captain's cabin, as we just were. This is storage, where we store things. Makes sense, it's in the name. Here we have the med bay over our auto dock. We're going to be visiting there fairly often due to the heavy radiation that the planet is giving off. This is really a race against time. How long and also how far you're willing to push it. This is life support. Gives us gas reserves. In here we have engineering, where this is the console. If consoles break, you have to go here in order to override them, or rather force reboot them, and also gives you system status, all nominal right now. And here's the rover garage, where we make modifications to the rover, and then that's where we take cargo off the rover. I'm going to close these doors again as I go. And that's an airlock. There is a label for the engine, so potentially stay here long enough, you have to repair the engines. Rover's on the ground. And I didn't get a chance to look. It looks like there's a structure behind us. Structures in our front, and a little plinth up top there. That actually kind of looks like a drone, or a drop pod of some kind. Oh, there's the object. Let's pick it up and also lower the mouse sensitivity. It is a little bit sensitive. Let's transition. There's also something there. And of course, the radiation is causing the camera to fuzz up, which makes perfect sense because it's heavily radioactive. In fact, we get eventually lethal doses very quickly, and that's a very big structure. You can just see it right there. That is not that's not a natural formation. That's a very big structure of some kind. Looks like there's another one right there, right about the center. And shadows are actually cast. Quite interesting and nice. If I can just get up this without falling off. There's something at the top. There's things there. Looks like they've been buried off to the side there. Come on. Come on, little rover. Up you go. There we go. Doesn't like doing these corners so much. Oh, that's also a very big structure there. There's lots of things around this little area to try and pick up. Cargo operations terminal offline. Already. Some games you go the full run without having to reboot any terminals. Other ones, you gotta reboot them every couple seconds because they just go offline. I'm gonna turn on the auxiliary generator. We are getting low on power. And we could go towards the big structure, but I'll leave that for next trip. Let's head towards that one. I notice it looks like there's a walker off that way. Let's not, however, fall off the edge because it will damage systems and possibly even destroy them. And also the cargo we're carrying, which will elongate research. is something we don't want. We want to be in and out as fast as possible. So elongating our stay in order to research something that's damaged is not a good plan. There's an object nearby. What will it be? There it is. Looks like there's possibly something in there. It actually looks like maybe a defense gun. That kind of looks like a turret. And then there's a gun at the front. Alright, let's move it into a slightly clearer spot. That way when we re-enter, it won't come down on top of something. And recall. And exit the link. So it's now taking off. And it will be on its way back. At some point it will arrive. We're waiting. Let's go look at the auto dock. How irradiated are we? Are 900. That will leave us 286 reduced. Yeah. Let's just hit it on the head now. Keep it in progress. Keep calm. Detectable radiation exposure. Yep. Let's hit it on the head. Try and knock it down as fast as possible. So close this door while we're waiting. Try and isolate ourselves, and maybe these doors block radiation because that's how the cargo rover comes in. It's throwing off a lot of radiation. Engineering, I need to reset the cargo terminal. Cargo pen is not responding. Let's force the reboot. No, force. Go. Being rebooted. Back door is closed now, so we can pretty safely, hopefully without being exposed to a lot of radiation, enter the cargo bay. And it actually goes through a reboot process. This is a nice touch. There we go. Bulk unload the rover. The rover will now unload itself. Tell these to be sent to the science lab. Let's go into the science lab. Go to science terminal to start research all. We'll go through phases. Like this one's extremely fast. What is this one gonna be? Right, it's an optical. This could be a laser, it could be a camera. Who knows? But it's gonna keep researching. That door's closed, good. Quick look at the survey map. We went basically nowhere. We'll launch the rover. And there it goes. Alright, this one's in phase 3. The mirrored lensing shows a laser of some kind. Promising is predicted to go quickly, so when this rover comes back, we may mount it with a weapon. Because there are things that will shoot at you. This is a sensor. This is another optical device. It could be a laser. Again, it could be a camera. We don't know yet. So we'll find out momentarily what this laser, what 24N is. It's an infrared laser, which is turret mounted. Unusually high amount of heat, highly conspicuous. What's a laser that you're shooting? Of course it's highly conspicuous. It makes perfect sense. We now have a weapon for our rover because there are things that will shoot at us. We have a second laser and a sensor of some kind. And another interesting touch I just noticed. These respond to what research you have, and it will tell you what it's trying to do. Assessing analytic chemical on sensor KV8. Big giant science word on the laser. And how many bars and all that research. How many things it's trying to research. Rover's on the planet. And despite my attempts to make sure it didn't land on anything, it landed on this. Oh well. Can't have everything. Is there an object in here? Can I go up this? No. This literally may be a gun. There we go. Got something in here. Let's turn off the auxiliary generator. Oh, we got a pulse laser. Alright then. We've been to all those. That. Have we been to... Yeah, we've been to the dropship. Let's go this way. That moving. If so, we need to... ED Mao. That will engage us. No, it's destroyed. We'll get something from this. Seismic mic. Alright then. We have a microphone right now. That way we can actually hear, because some things have verbal cues. This looks like a structure that's been knocked over. There's an object here. Pick up the object. We're getting lots of things. Let's back up away from this, that way we don't land on it. The rover doesn't come down exactly where you leave it. Let's go check the research. Read these. The high energy laser capable of delivering high amount of output in a very short duty cycle. The beam will alternate through the atmosphere, resulting in reduced damage over range, over distance. Damage 3. 70 cyclic rate. Firing power cost 5. And it's the seismic mic. Geophone sensor. Ground tremors in the vicinity of the rover, as long as the rover remains stationary. Is there earthquakes? Something also just went down. The seismic mic, I'll take it. Normally I wouldn't. No. Pulse laser in there too. The life support went offline. Yeah, we should fix that. Reboot the life support console. That is kind of important. The rover's returned. It sounds like, yep, rover's back. What do you have for us, rover? All unload to the cargo bay, which we'll all then find. And the rover to the garage. And we'll look at the lasers and decide. Well, that one's already half done. That's promising. Close the door again. Don't want to leave it open. That is 570, 71, 370, and lower firing costs. We'll take the infrared laser. We'll remove, yes, all that. We'll remove the compass and put the seismic mic in, because I haven't seen the seismic mic before. Give me a chance to look at it, see what it does. And now our turret has a laser on it. And we have a mic somewhere. Usually it adds little things to the rover. Wonder if it deploys from somewhere on the ground. Not certain. Let's close the door again. Close this door because we can launch from the bridge. Let's see. Sensor. We also have a mineral. And this is a mechanical thing. Actually, this mineral is about the archaeologic item. The xeno-archaeological significance. Alright then. survey map. Yeah, we've basically gone nowhere and already done a couple trips. We'll launch the rover. It's now being relocated to the cargo bay in order to be launched. You can actually see it there. It just arrived, doing its turn, and it's launching. As soon as the door closes, we'll go back into the science lab, look at it a bit more. Looks like the door's closed. Detector. And that's a launcher. That could be a missile launcher, that could be something else I haven't discovered yet. Who knows? That's re-entering right now. 32 seconds. Let's put this seismic mic on there. And also activate it. Could be landing momentarily. Just looking for structures that we haven't been to. That way is a big old ceramic gear. Bit rough of a landing. Take a listen with the seismic mic real quick. Or even the turret moving, well that makes sense because it's a microphone. Turn it off for the moment. Is that alive? Cannot tell. I will shoot to make sure it's not dead. It was alive. It's a good thing I shot it. Otherwise it probably would have shot me. There's something over here. Let's go over here. Of course, YouTube is probably going to very greatly hate this because of the pixelation and all that. Along with fog, it doesn't like that on the. Oh, hold on. That's seismic activity. Does it change of our orientation? Direct 90, there's a lot of seismic activity. Alright then. I wonder what's over there. Let's deactivate the generator, the laser, and the mic. And recall. Alright, let's look here. There's this ceramic gear. Own tool. 5mm earlier than other samples. Arrow indicator. That goes somewhere important. And normally whenever I found this, it's always been, okay, I have to bug out now because of radiation. A rocket array. Does that fit on to rover head, or is that the tube mounted one? The rover's coming back anyway. It's fine. We'll just get a little bit more radiation. Get the arrow indicator and the rocket array. The garage, send that to bay. The storage bay. Just quickly close the door. Just in case the rover, just in case it does help with radiation. The rover's matching orbit and is docking right now, so that's actually pretty good timing. Here it comes. Alright. You guys go directly to there. That way we can start our science. And they're starting from scratch, although they are going fast. Over to the garage, please. I want to install the arrow indicator. Actually, we can put the compass and pulse laser into storage. Arrow indicator. Opposed to a fixed point. So, yes. The IR rays are that and install the rocket array. Nope, that is a nose-mounted one with a fixed launcher. I don't want that. Not in the slightest. I will keep the seismic mic on because that is something that I've been seen before, and there's something in one of the directions that I would like to investigate. Everything is now installed. Let's close the door. And close the door. Unless it's already in phase 3, it's a power storage. They're both power storages. Alright then. Let's launch the rover. Or look the survey map real quick. Launch the rover. So relocate and launch. There it goes. Both storages. No new information just yet. However, the first one is about to become understood. It's the orbiting. We'll find out in a moment. 150 units. Oh, it's non-rechargeable. Alright then. Non-rechargeable. I mean, I got a rechargeable one in this rover already. Storage battery. Relatively energy inefficient. Has more charge than the rover battery. And it can discharge more. And charges faster. But it takes more to charge. I think I'll put it in. Put that to the garage. Put that storage. And those are the rovers on the planet. As we head towards the dark side of the planet. Directly to the front, there's seismic activity. That may be active. Let's shoot it. Yeah, that... Was that the thing? That was the thing. Alright then, I can use that to detect whether or not these things are alive or dead. Oh, there's an arrow indicator. Oh, that's literally just pointing where we're pointing. That's literally just a hull front indicator. I keep on accidentally pressing the right mouse button, which goes back. Went too far. I thought it pointed to somewhere special. No, it just points to the front of the hull. Which, I mean, it is useful, but not super useful. Power down, the air indicator, laser, generator, and the mic. Actually, yep, nothing here. Recall because we're full. We'll take the arrow indicator off. Because we don't have a use for it. Because it's really just the hull front, what direction you're going. But I will call the episode here. So, we've arrived here. We are being irradiated. How irradiated are we? We are... Find it in a moment. We're at 2,000. And we'll have 1,000 residual after the treatment. So... Please remain motionless. Yep. things could definitely be going better. Looks like all the consoles are online. The rover should be back momentarily. But yes, we're here, alien planet. We're being heavily irradiated. We're making do. We're getting some things. And here comes the rover. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all next time.